Super Weekend 的名次其实并不重要，我只需要就是我们能稳扎稳。稳扎，然后到决赛，然后我觉得 Super Weekend 的名次其实并不重要，我只需要就是我们能稳扎，然后到决赛，然后在决赛再重拳出击。
Поэтому, надеюсь, наша строчка будет как можно более высокой. Благодаря тому, что мы просто будем хорошо играть и найдем tот самый поток.
650 civarı toplayacağımızı düşünüyorum.
He isn't brave enough to take fight. He isn't brave enough to go for the knock. He resets Ilin is back alive, goes to top, goes to the first diver. As Ilin now Vultures heading in further forward. They heal back up.
在经历了2天的淘汰赛之后，我们在队内就是进行了一些心态上的一些调整和一些转点和那种在转点上面复盘了很多，然后熟悉了各个队伍的跳点和转点位置。
其实我觉得 Super Weekend 的名次其实并不重要，我只需要就是我们能稳扎，然后到决赛，然后在决赛再重拳出击。
Getting into some gunfire right here. Oh, Udor pulling up. Huggy.
Oh, next Ruda. Already down 2 men. That's not looking good. And how this ball falls down. Fedor in the clothesline, taking a lot of damage. He's not going to be able to withstand that one. He also falls down. Now next Ruda left with only one last man alive. And Frozen is hauled away in the middle of nowhere. He's running. He's on a run. He doesn't want to fight against Navi. It's understandable. He wants to play things a little safe.
That zone again, White moves up towards the north. This is nice game to lose when it comes to entering in his zone quickly.
Oh!
Quickly go for the punish. Find Kitsune. That's the knocks that we were looking for in the edge of zone that they're going in for. But can they translate that into the kills?
That's what I'm looking for. And so far it seems like they won't be able to. Navi's already down and bleeding.
Первые 2 дня были не совсем удачные, но мы понимали, что нужно будет адаптироваться прямо по ходу турнира, потому что есть команды из американского региона, с которыми мы вообще не играли ни разу. И это просто будет планомерная работа, в ходе которой мы научимся играть в таких ситуациях, в таких играх с такими командами и будем вновь показывать лучший результат. Наша главная цель к финалам — это просто найти свою игру, чтобы показать всю свою мощь, весь наш потенциал уже непосредственно в этапе, который действительно многое значит, который будет гарантировать проход на чемпионат мира, финал чемпионата мира. Поэтому, надеюсь, наша строчка будет как можно более высокой, благодаря тому, что мы просто будем хорошо играть и найдем тот самый поток.
Out here, and Alice knows Golden probably looking for this pickup, probably looking for this revive. I don't think it's going to be possible. Golden needs to make sure to be locked and loaded, ready to take this engagement. Silas going to be pushing with the UMP, going for that straight out of.
Turnuva başlamadan önce 600 puanı bulur muyuz diye tartışıyorduk aramızda arkadaşlarla. 650 civarı toplayacağımızı düşünüyorum. Merhabalar, ben SPG'den Silas. 10 maçın, şu 2 gün üzerinde 10 maçın 7'sini falan win almayı düşünüyorduk ama sadece 4'ü nasip olabildi. Bazı maçlar zaten taktık. Bombaya falan filan olsun. Ya bunları çalıştık, tabii ki de bekliyorduk her şeyi. Yani hiç şaşırmadık. Normal hedeflerimize doğru ilerliyoruz.
Nope.
Or at least they will have a little bit of chance to try and come up on top. But over here, a little bit of highlights from the past. This is how things really look like. Oh no!
Both sides of the leaderboard really move a ton, but really it's towards that middle where we don't really see that much movement.
Thorn in the side of Mad Bulls, Eastern Stars, and anybody, and maybe even Buluk, right? Buluk, SMB gonna be on the hunt today. Like, we're gonna be paying attention to these bottom teams for sure, because these bottom teams are looking to qualify, and they also touched on it. We kind of alluded to it yesterday. The Black Dragons not participating here this Super Weekend. You have to assume they are just watching on the sidelines, edge of their seat right here. They're sitting in 14th, 186 total points. Right behind them, Eastern Stars in 15th with 182, and then Mad Bulls with 165. So there's a little gap between 15th and 16th, but that's most likely going to be covered here today. So the Black Dragons, I don't know if they're going to qualify here to the finals, Hot Jukes.
No, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. They do not have that big enough a buffer. They would really, well, let's put it this way. if you are the Black Dragons or pretty much anybody watching that's a fan of them and you really want them to qualify, you are just staring at Mad Bulls at this point. Like, that's the squad that you are looking at, and you're looking at them very closely. You need the Mad Bulls to perform horrible here on this last day, because Eastern Stars getting, 5 points, that's going to happen. That's going to happen. Basically all they got to do is make sure that they get maybe, 1 kill and, 12th place every single game, and they'll be fine. But when it comes to Mad Bulls need, a good little chunk of points. 21 points.
But 5 games. That's not a lot.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot, Dave. But the thing is also, we have been surprised before, right? In the past, we thought that a team was gonna make it. Remember the Blue Bee story back in the day?
Oh, I love the Blue Bees too.
Oh man,
yeah,
we thought Blue.
that was my jam.
I said there's no chance that Airwolf Limax was gonna pass them up, and they did, because Blue Bees couldn't put up like 20 points in an entire day. So it's possible. It is possible, absolutely. But and it's even more possible on the fact that, like I mentioned, Xset got nothing to lose. If Mad Bulls pissed them off, that's gonna suck. Or any of the teams on top. If they don't want Mad Bulls to qualify, it could totally happen here.
The thing is, I think you're forgetting here, Hot Jukes.
What's up?
Is the yin yang effect. Did you
The
forget what yin yang did yesterday?
I did.
The Navy
I can't believe
SEAL.
it.
The dude swam around. I'm not going to mention the team because, I'm not trying to put them on blast here today. Swam around, popped up, and took them all out. So if yin yang, I know we've been talking about that momentum here all season long. I got to assume after that play, yin yang is nothing but confidence.
Oh, look
Feeling
at that.
great. And
we
the
even saw 'em.
momentum is riding high. So kind of a different story when we're talking the Blue Bees from back in the day. So I don't know. I'm kind of rooting for the Mad Bulls here. I'm not going to lie. The Mad Bulls made a fan of me last night.
You know what? I can't believe that slipped my mind, because I think I'm on board now 100%. Yeah, like after seeing that like ridiculous swim rotation to get those kills, I want to see Mad Bulls make it, but I want to see them make it by 1 point, Dave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see them just that play be the difference maker. To me, that would just be so sick. What a story.
And that happens all the time, right? That happens all the time. A team qualifying by only 1 point. And by the way, we did see the East League kind of wrap up here today, and I was kind of crunching the numbers looking at it. Nova just barely qualifying 16th. Now, they did sit out a super weekend. DRS also qualifying 15th. They also sat out a super weekend. So I was kind of going with those numbers and thinking, Xset wise, they only played in 1 super weekend, and they're already at a big disadvantage. Like we talked about, they need at least 27 points per game to even tie 16th. So I think the simple fact of them coming into this weekend with only 1 super weekend being able to be played, yeah, you needed a huge day number 1 to really even catch up, right? And they just haven't been able to catch a foothold in the lobby with only 30 points altogether. So it is what it is. So, today could be a good day, though, for Xset, like you said, to really dictate and control the narrative for some of these teams that are going to be really trying to qualify. So I'll keep tabs on that. That'll be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting to keep an eye on for sure, because we could definitely see them have the possibility to just disrupt this entire lobby, or at least the teams trying to make it in for sure. And it's crazy. I mean, honestly, my mind's still a little bit trying to wrap my head around the fact that Xset's not going to qualify here. I think that this was a team that we saw dominate in the previous stage, and then now just coming, to the global championships, couldn't get it done. Hopefully we'll see more of this squad in the future. I think the roster definitely has a massive amount of potential. And who knows, maybe we even see some singular players make their way onto some other rosters coming up stages. That's totally possible as well.
Yeah, it happens a lot. Happens all the time. And, one other thing that I'm really surprised with, Duca Machine might be able to get a nice little point over here, is Team Queso not playing in any super weekends. I would have never guessed that, right? Like, I mean, never guessed that.
How, right? Ugh. I mean, yeah, dude, it's such a trip. I mean, I know that I'm kind of like stressing on it and hanging on to it, but it's still just so shocking, because we've just seen Team Kessel perform phenomenally before. And that's a team that's played at the highest stage. They've played at LANs, you know, pre-pandemic. So they've got more experience than a ton of squads out there. And to see them not even make it to one super weekend, I mean, let's put it this way. I'm hoping that they really go back to the drawing board, and I want to see how they bounce back after that.
Oh, well, I don't even think there's an option not to go back to the drawing board. So
Oh, you're going to have to. Big
yeah, you're going to have to. Same thing with exit here. So next zone does go up. A7 all the way up there. Sitting high and pretty. We're really going to be looking at the east side, the southeast side, as we start to see XSET, we see Eastern Stars, we see SMB, all kind of looking to take the same rotational pathway. Fenerbahce and Aton down there on that east bridge could be interesting if they decide to clash here. Maybe Aton backstabs Fenerbahce on their move away from farm. But besides that, things are definitely going to heat up here shortly. And honestly, we're going to talk about it all day, fellas, ladies. Eastern Stars, Mad Bulls, Baluk, SMB, like, these are the teams that we are going to be paying attention to. And here's one of them right now.
And this is honestly the biggest one because they have the most points in order to be able to... They need the most points in order to be able to make it onto the next stage here. A little over 20 is what we need to see from Mad Bulls. And they are getting into a little bit of a scuffle here with Unicorns of Love on South George. I wonder, Dave, Unicorns of Love, are they hunting Mad Bulls here?
Kind of similar to XSET, but opposite, right? Another team that can do whatever they want to do. Oh, Effecto. Jump shot, barrel with the 360 punch in the air right before that happened. Effect was taken down pretty low in the health department, but Monkey with that off angle should be able to possibly provide that support, make sure GK first doesn't get the better half of Effect.
See, here's the problem, right? A Mad Bulls, that was a huge 1v1 win from Effect. The thing is, though, Unicorns of Love, they have so many points that they can continue this fight 100% and just kill a couple players from Mad Bulls. And that in itself will be a big problem. So we'll see how the Mad Bulls are going to be able to respond. Lin there on that opposite end. Ooh, catches the angles. He is half an HP.
Yeah, I was really concerned with Lin's off angle. Definitely has those sight lines between that gap between the two buildings, and we saw Lin be able to get a couple nice shots over there, so they are going to be aware of the Mad Bulls, and I believe that's why we see Yin Yang trying to get onto that rooftop and trying to take out Lin.
Oh, this is good nade. Good nade. That looks on point. And it's money. Oh, Agori, and gets finished. Tried to crawl across into safety, even though he was in that building, and just gets popped right out of it. Oh, what a nade there from Yin Yang from across the way to get that knock on that off angle. That's pretty big. But this is what I was talking about, though, Dave. I think in other stages of this tournament, we would have seen Unicorns of Love, you know, possibly press back, not really continue this fight. This is so early. They don't need to take this fight. But for some reason, you know, the fact that they've got so many points, I think they're just looking to take as many players of the Mad Bulls with them.
Yeah, the Mad Bulls definitely have the most to lose in this situation, of course. 16th right now. If they get taken out pretty early on, that'll be 0 placement points, not counting any type of kills. Rolkis popping that buggy, looking to rotate around possibly. But I'm really looking at Yin Yang on that rooftop to really play that anchor, that oversight. It looks like GK First knows the importance of Yin Yang's position, and now they're trying to take him out.
Ooh, that Molly was a little bit close. He's going to go ahead and throw a smoke to kind of give him a little bit of support there. And they're continuing the pressure. Yin Yang is going to need some help here at some point. GK First even jumping up, making it tough on him. Oh, he ran straight back because that nade from Yin Yang was a little bit too close for comfort. This man is in the building. Mad Bulls need to press on him because he's completely separated. Oh, he does get one knock. Oh, almost gets the full squad wipe if he wasn't careful. But it looks like Mad Bulls are going to get the better of Unicorns of Love with the full squad wipe there. So that's 4 points already, Dave. That's huge for them.
4 points, but they did lose a Gory in the process. And the next zone, completely opposite of where they are right here. And another team that cannot afford to get taken out. Eastern Stars currently in 15th on the overall. Not a lot of points to work with. We saw right there, losing 3 of their squad mates on the push, on the pull-up on an S2G. Here comes the Coops, though, circling their prey.
Oh, it's pure chaos, dude. Everybody's just full sending it at this point. I love it. Here comes Xenox into CQC. Oh, the jump down doesn't end up working out for Cal right there, but here comes Xenox again, trying to find that off angle. Gets tapped right in the back, trying to rotate over. It's out to Alucard. Goes down. 7 kills
Wow.
for S2G. Wow.
Yeah, it's because it's compound, right? Everybody, they see the next circle. This compound is right there on the coastline of the water. Yeah, we can see right there in the zone. Pretty center, all things considered, if you look at the bigger picture of the circle. But SMB, okay, I like this. SMB 18th overall. Talk about playing extra slow, extra safe right here. SMB, that position in the zone as well. And I do appreciate how they're trying to keep those buggies, those vehicles secure so that they can use them moving forward.
You know, I haven't even been talking about Supermassive Blaze too much. I mean, after that last day, they got knocked